Out here working on an RTU. Definitely got something going on up there. I can hear it, I just can't pinpoint it. I got the bubbles on it. So this is the circuit that's empty, that holds about 18 pounds of refrigerant, and the leak is somewhere around here. Now, what are the chances that it's accessible here to where I can repair it without doing surgery on this RTU? So now there is no access, good access anyways. I think I'm going to have to take this whole top off, and then hopefully there'll be some room to fix this leak. We shall see. I might have to, start with taking this top off. I'll have to unhook these fans, which is no big deal. Company that came out wouldn't even give a quote to repair this. They said there's too much wrong. I had diagnosed it earlier. I found the unit was completely out of refrigerant. The fan motor is shorted to ground, and a couple other minor things. The compressor does kick on. The company that came out says the compressor is bad. I don't know how they determined that, but let's get to work. Let's try and fix this leak first. Where we need to get. Be nice to have some help out here. So I got to take off this panel to get to that panel. I feel it. So it's not on the bottom, it's on the side. This is still going to be a bitch to braise to fill this hole. I've got to unplug these motors, get some help, and lift this off. I'm going to stand inside here and then repair this side. The company that came out to troubleshoot this, they hooked both motors up to the same capacitor. One of them's bad. Why would they do that? I think he's trying to hijack us. You saw that, right? All of these are the fan motors. One fan motor works, the other one doesn't. They're both hooked up to the same capacitor. What the hell is going on? At least this wire's in the right spot. Probably the only one. So just to show you guys how I did this, we were at about 110 psi. I put just a couple ounces of refrigerant inside the line, and then I jacked it up with nitrogen so I could pinpoint the leak. I would go on that side, and then let me remove this refrigerant thing real quick. Go straight up. Both pounds or just one? Yep, perfect. Now we're just going to walk to the side, and then hopefully we're not going to mess these wires up. I hope they don't get caught. That one's good. And turn over. Just going to set her down. So, sweet, thank you.
Damn, that bench is heavy.
I know.
So is this the AC for the gym?
Yeah. Now that everything's out of the way, I can show you where the leak's at. So I gotta wedge this pipe over. There we go. Now I got room to braise. That is a nasty cut. That goes all the way under. I didn't realize it was that big. So we definitely got to get this. I'm gonna spend a good amount of time cleaning this up. I know it's not the prettiest, but I don't have the, I'm just an apartment maintenance tech trying to do some commercial HVAC repairs, save the company money. We will pressure test this bad boy once it cools down. I'll hook up our nitrogen. For something like this, I really wish they had 15% brazing rods, because if this leaks, it's gonna suck. It takes a lot of nitrogen to fill this up. Got nitrogen going in. Trying to feel around this braze joint. Only want to use some of these soap bubbles. Just gonna smother this on while I continue to fill with nitrogen. I'm gonna turn the regulator up a little bit so I don't hear or feel anything near that repair. We're almost at 200 PSI. I'm gonna hop in there and take a really close look at that repair now. I think we're good. Guess while heating that up, it's sitting in the middle now. Before it was, all the pressure was on the side. So this is the plan with this unit. I'm now going to pull vacuum. I'm gonna get the vacuum, low, and then I'm gonna do a test, leak test with the micron gauge. That leak test pass, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order a new compressor, filter dryer, fan motor, and then get this bad boy up and running. But there's no point of ordering all that crap if there's still a leak in this system. This system holds about 18 pounds of refrigerant. It gets pretty expensive when you've got a leak. And that's it, no more nitrogen. We're right at 200, a little over. Gonna do a 30-minute standing test as well, in case I missed any other leaks. We're still at 205. We've been here for about 30 minutes. This is our discharge line right here. It's going to remove the valve core. There is no liquid line port, or I would be using that. Hook up my APN vacuum rated valve core removal tool. Hook up my micron gauge. I will be pulling vacuum from the suction. Of course, I got another valve core removal tool. And hook up my vacuum hose. I just got one short hose. Valve this off. And open it up. This system was open to the atmosphere for several years. So it's probably going to take quite a while to pull a vacuum on this. A decent one anyways. Guess I can start putting everything back together. Here's the amount of screws I had to take out to access that leak. Putting some Armaflex on here so that doesn't vibrate another hole into the copper. I've got 1,000 microns. It's not rising. This vacuum pump has been off. I've got this valved off. It's been off for about 5 minutes now. I'm getting no rise. I may need to change this oil, this vacuum pump, to pull down further. So I changed this vacuum pump oil. From the time I've changed it, it's risen 50 microns from 930. So let's see if we can get it a little bit lower. I think we're good on leaks. I think this system's just holding moisture still, probably in that old compressor oil. Let me know what you guys think. But let's see if I can get this micron gauge to drop some more. I switched the lines, didn't really make too much of a difference. After a couple hours of running, 860 microns, it's holding, it's not shooting up. It's valved off. That's the microns holding in the system. I think there's moisture trapped in this compressor oil. The company that came out said the compressor is bad, but they also hooked up the fan motor wrong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this compressor, replace the fan motor, replace the blade, replace the liquid line dryer, charge it up with some type of R22 alternative. Microns are actually dropping now. We're at 810 with no vacuum on. So I think there's no leak in this system. I think I repaired that pretty well, but I do think there's still moisture. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just an apartment maintenance technician. I don't do commercial HVAC anymore. Would love to hear some opinions from the pros, if any pros watch this channel. This decision is solely on me on what to do next. The only other option is to replace the whole unit, and that's probably not in the budget. See you on the next one.